Robert Kraft, the owner of the Patriots, had his Super Bowl ring stolen by Vladimir Putin back in 2005. Now, at the time, he released a statement indicating that he gave Vladdy the gift, the ring as a gift.
And that's what we're calling him now, Vladdy?
We can call him Vladdy, right?
Okay, all right. Well, Bush used to call him Pooty Poot. Literally.
I know, I remember that.
Leader of the free world.
I remember
Pooty
that. I don't think I'm the only one who calls him Vladdy. I think that's a thing.
Oh, is that right? No? I didn't know that Vladdy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, he alleges now that when he met Putin back in 2005, he showed him his ring, which, by the way, had 124 diamonds and was worth $25,000. And Putin looked at it and said, "You know what? I'm putting it in my pocket."
And then I believe he said this.
I has it.
And then they asked him, hey, Putin, what do you do about Super Bowl rings?
I jump in it.
So this is an awesome story, okay? Apparently 3 KGB guys then surrounded Putin and then they walk away. And Kraft's like, hey, what happened, dog? That was my Super Bowl ring. Gone. Okay, now who does that? Is that amazing? So he's like, I like it. I will take it. It is now mine. Goodbye.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
And then Kraft comes back home, and this dude's like got a lot of power. He's rich, etc.
He's worth $2.3 billion.
So I mean, he ain't nobody to mess with, right? So he calls the White House, and he's like, dude, Pooty Poot took my ring. That's crazy. How do we get it back from him? And the White House is like, be cool. Be cool.
You better be Putin out.
She's here all week. Okay. Right or wrong. Anyway, the White House is like, well, look, it would help diplomatic relations if you said you gave it to him as a present. He's like, but I didn't. Mother stole it, right? But it would help diplomatic relations if you said you gave it to him as a present. So he did. So back in 2005, he put out a statement saying,
He said the following. He said,
bless.
I decided to give him the ring as a symbol of the respect and admiration that I have for the Russian people and the leadership of President Putin.
But now he comes out and says, I didn't mean it. He recently told a story saying, yeah, I did that because the White House pressured me. I want my ring back.
What would you do in that situation?
I mean, I'd be so confused. The reality is it probably happened so quick, you wouldn't know how to react because it's so strange.
Right.
Like, if I had time to react, I'd be like, dude, that's kind of my ring, right? Because I would want to make sure. So if I stepped in to say, hey, President Putin, I appreciate that there was a miscommunication here and you thought I was giving it to you. I just wanted to show it to you, but that's very important to me, very special to me, right? And if the KGB were like, step aside.
You think Putin would give a crap about something being special to you?
No. No, the reason I would do that is so that I would be very clear that he was stealing.
Yes.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, if he says at that point, oh, dog, I didn't know that. I thought you were giving it to me as president. He gives it back to you. You're like, oh, okay, cool, right?
Yeah.
But if he's like, I has it, right, and walks away, you're like, okay, he stole it, no question. And then, you know what I would do then? Back the fuck up.
Is there a possibility, I'm playing devil's advocate, but is there a possibility that there was a miscommunication there? That Putin really thought, like, this is a gesture of respect. He is giving me this ring.
Yes. Okay. And Kraft is a jerk by most accounts. And I'm being kind here. So it's not like there's a good guy in the story. And he, could Kraft have regretted it? Could there have been a miscommunication? Yes. It's theoretically possible. But the way that the story reads is very realistic, right? Because Kraft is very unlikely to make up the story about how he called a Bush White House who he was friendly with, right? Who he has no problems with, and then say, oh, they made me give up the ring, etc. That's a hell of a story to make up on a miscommunication. So I overwhelmingly believe Robert Kraft in this case.
Yeah.
And then think about this, man. If Putin is the kind of guy who'll just take a $25,000 ring, a really special ring that he had to earn, right? It's not going to be like, oh, it's a random $25,000 ring. You can just go buy another one. You got $2.3 billion. That's your Super Bowl ring that he probably cares about more than any possession he has, right? If he's willing to take it from that guy, imagine what he takes from the average Russian.
Absolutely.
Oh, I like your wife. I jump in. 3 KGB guys around your wife, you're done.